It was finally time to leave Bahia San Quintin and start heading north. Tim is pulling up anchor. I'm trying to make coffee and breakfast. We just had a little electrical scare. I was trying to cook on this hot plate and have the coffee maker up and going, heating up. I wasn't really making coffee, it was heating up coffee, but still. I had both of those going at the same time, and I blew a $50 breaker. So, but it took Tim a while to figure out what it was. We assumed it was a breaker, but the whole system went down. This brand new, very expensive system that we just installed. So, not a happy morning so far. But we solved that, put it back together. Now Tim's up there pulling up anchor. He's gonna start motoring out. We're gonna go a very short stop today. We're gonna go to Isla San Martin, which is like a 3-hour motor from here. Could be less, but for us, we'll probably take our time. And check that out, probably stay for a night, and then go to Punta Colonet next, which would be another 30 or 40 miles from there. So we're taking smaller steps, jaunts forward up to the north, because we don't want to be beaten against the wind the whole way back the same way we came down here, beaten against the wind when we got south winds. But anyway, that's today's plan. Making oatmeal with walnuts and apple and maple syrup. Doing it on the stove now. I'm not going to use electricity for little wells.
We just popped a fuse, that's all.
A very expensive one.
Well, I mean, we got to know how much power we're going to use. I put a fuse in there that was really small, just based on what we're going to end up using. So it was a 150 amp fuse. So we're going to go probably to like a 200, 250.
Calm waters, no wind yet. I think we'll get some north winds a little later. When we arrived here at nighttime a few days ago, this unfamiliar point to us was a little scary. Now that we were leaving in the daytime, we wanted to confront those monsters under the bed and see if we could round the point a little closer. Just came in and landed. Taking a rest. Guess he wants to watch the dolphins too. Oh, he's gonna land. Oh. Oh! That would be funny if he lands right there.
You wanted to.
Here's our little anchorage for tonight. Over there is where we were this morning, San Quintin, around that mountain. And this is a tiny little bay. This is a little cove for fishermen to gather and hunt for lobster and crabs. A friend of ours says he came to this island back in 1982 and was able to buy 20 lobsters for $12. We could see multiple crab pots floating in the bay, so we didn't go in too far. Okay, well, we are at Isla San Martin.
Very small fishing island.
It was an easy trip here, really. We had big swells, but they're, it was calm, gentle north winds. Would have been nice to be sailing south, but that's all right. So we made it here. It was only like 3 hours, Billy.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have the swells here we had in San Quintin, so that'll be nice. But we had to deal with a plumbing issue. So we're only just now sitting down and relaxing because we've been vacuuming up sewage out of our bilges again.
I think Vinny set a little trap for us or something.
Don't make me laugh. Move the phone.
I think Vinny did that.
Vinny, is this your fault? And then in the middle of all that mess, the beep, 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 beep fridge door banged down on my head. I don't know. Stabbed me. I was already off to the side because I've been afraid to go underneath that thing. Because every time we're out here in the ocean, that thing is so
Touchy.
fickle. Yeah. So I already was ducking off to the side, but I wasn't out far enough because my arms aren't long enough and I'm not tall enough. So the thing still fell, and then it got me on the corner. Stabbed me. Anyway, so I was angry at the world then. Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
But I've recuperated.
Recuperated. This is stuff to drink, and I'm recuperated now.
Even is sunrise if you want to take advantage of the really calm seas. We're gonna head 30 miles north today. Beautiful sunrise. I'm making coffee. Tim's motoring. It's looked pretty good. Just taking pictures. It was a good anchorage. It kept us away from the swell. Tim slept up here because he was worried about us dragging anchor and moving into the rocks over there, but I knew we wouldn't drag anchor after that. Seeing how our anchor held up in 38 knots over there in San Quintin. So I slept good. He did too though. He just wanted to be close to the helm. So we are ready for the next adventure. Today we think there will be a sunken ship that we can look at from above without having to go in the water on the way to Punta Colonet. The sunrise is so pretty. We left early the next morning so that we could take advantage of the smooth seas since we would be motoring for about 6 hours today. But it turns out the winds never came, and we had smooth water and foggy horizons all day long. It was a morning of peace and reflection. Trying to find a sunken ship, but we think this might be too dangerous to try find because there are waves right there. Which you can't see on camera, but building right there. And it's getting shallow and there's a lot of kelp. So I don't think we're gonna find this ship.
Starboard bow, but I don't see anything.
And I don't want to get over there.
We're dangerously close, so.
The way we're on just now, hitting sideways is.
Yeah, we're at 23 feet.
Yeah.
So. We're gonna do a hard turn to port and get out of here.
We are approaching Punta Colonet. Really foggy day today, so it's hard to see things. But the sky is just starting to break right now. I mean, the clouds are starting to break. And we can just barely see the shoreline. It's supposed to be a large and very thick kelp forest in there, so we're watching out for that. Let's see. Got some fishing boats in the bay. maybe like shrimp boats type. As we approached the new bay, the fog created a mystical atmosphere. While we drifted in, the mist began to lift, and the world transformed before our eyes, revealing a serene shoreline that beckoned us. Birds repositioned themselves on the water as if to make room for us. Dolphins were swimming slowly by, their graceful movements adding a sense of magic to the moment, while a curious seal pops his head above the water, intrigued by our arrival. The waves crashed rhythmically against the rugged cliffs as a local fishing boat finished its shift. While the fog continued to dissipate, we were embraced by a tranquil panorama where time felt suspended. Sitting in this lovely bay that we really like. It's called Punta Colonet.
Yeah.
Which we totally missed on the way down.
I think the description on the chart plotter doesn't really do it justice, because this is a really nice, big bay and really good for anchoring, I think. I feel like it's all sand at the bottom, and there's a huge area of like 40 foot, 30 foot, and then 20 foot area where you can drop anchor. And then, you know, we're the only boat anchored here. So, I mean, it's really good. There are crashing waves behind us, but it's a long ways back. And we've got 200 feet of rope out, or chain out. So we're solid. We're solid.
This bay is similar to Bahia San Quintin, where we were during the storm, but one, there's no storm and we have no southerly winds, so that's great. Yeah. But two, it just, you know, like Tim said, the way the waves are crashing on the shore and the swells are coming in differently. We had a good night's sleep. We weren't being rocked back and forth.
Yeah. If there's any southerly winds, we're right against this really big cliff here, mountain, that would block any of that.
We see a capsized, what do you say when it's up on the shore, up on the beach? A beached boat?
Beached or wrecked.
Yeah,
shipwrecked, a boat wreck.
And it looks like a new boat, new sailboat. We've been watching the tide go down and up around it. I don't know what day it is, and I don't know how many days into our trip we are. We do have some extra time to use up as we head north. We didn't have enough time if we continue south, but we do have plenty of time to go back north.
Yeah. See some of the places we zipped by.
Yeah, we were rushing to get down, so we went right past this bay in another anchorage we're going to do probably another day or two. But what's so cool is the water's so calm, and we're relaxing into the mode finally, that we're starting to piddle around the boat and get some little things done that kind of mount up to be big stuff, you know. We want to go exploring. Now, we do see waves crashing on shore just like in San Quintin, so we know it'll be a challenge going in, but we're just, I think this time, don't bring anything with us. We were thinking about doing the one in San Quintin with gas cans. Not bringing that, bring the minimal that we need to get to shore, and then see if we can just ride it up. We've done it before.
Yep.
Fog's rolling in to the bay. Yes, this is a nice clear morning. Today we're going to explore that shore over there.
Go in, find our lull like there is now, and shoot it real quick. And as soon as we get close enough, I'll shut the motor off, pull it up, and then we got to jump out as quick as we can, and then drag it as high as we can.
I know it's a steep lift.
Yeah, I know. So I guess we got to decide if we're willing to do this or not. Steep could be good because that could mean that it stays deep there quite a bit, and then we can drive all the way to it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, if
So all your GoPro stuff ready to get wet?
yeah, everything's ready to get wet. Yeah, that needs to be fastened. The closer we got to the shoreline, the thicker the kelp forest became. We motored back and forth looking for a safe entry. Eventually, we had to abandon the idea, not feeling like we were going to be too successful at our landing because of the steep incline of the beach and the kelp that would get caught up in the propeller. So we went back to the Mystic and instead challenged ourselves to jump in the cold water and do a little boat cleaning. Nice day. We both went off for a ride in the dinghy, and then after that cleaned the boat. There was some algae already growing at the top part at the water line. Cleaned that off from the dinghy, and then after that we both jumped in the water and had a nice cold plunge, but it felt really good afterwards. I know that's always good to do. And then we just kind of both attended to some projects around the boat. Getting little things done feels good. And meanwhile, always looking up and seeing how beautiful it is. Look how this bay, totally protected by that cliffside. And then this other sailboat came in today. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. No, I can't zoom in from here. We're joined by another boat now. And I think he came from the anchorage that we're going to next, because he said he got caught up in kelp. I'll check with him later on that. And there's supposed to be a lot of kelp in the next anchorage as well. But we are relaxing and really sinking into the time warp we're supposed to be in on the sailboat. And I think we decided for sure we're staying for another day. I assumed it'd be a few days at this point. I don't know. The short days of winter make you feel like the day goes by so fast. But we were still making the best of it by truly living in the moment. There was so much sea life to watch.
This is such a good anchorage.
Yeah.
Wish we could get on the shore.
I know. We spent the evening watching the beautiful arrays of color the sky had to offer and using our barbecue for dinner since the dinghy was in the water. It seemed unbelievable that we had this whole bay to enjoy all by ourselves. It made us feel prouder that we made the right decision to slow down our sailing journey and really see the beauty and serenity around us. Hey there, if you liked this episode, please don't forget to click on the thumbs up and tell us what you think in the comments. If you would like to explore more of Sailing into the Mystic, you can also join to be a member on our Patreon page for just $5 a month. Thanks for watching.